you're still watching after the 30-second mark here, you can see the video's basically got an intro showing the cash days and my normal intro stuff until now. So the reason I have stepped into this part right here is going into this cash days, I didn't take Annabelle. I only had to focus on the Freakshow, and I had an idea of how I was going to try to run this video, and when we showed up at spot number 1, that video was going to be the perfect result. Well, as is the case in this type of racing, it didn't quite go that way, and we went through a little bit of a ride, and it kind of snowballed into some other things. So originally I thought, well, you know, people make mistakes and I can edit it out. But then after I thought about it, I thought, why not have fun and not hide behind the edits or hide my mistakes with editing. So instead, I'm gonna make this little narrative style video here. I'll pop in and out and you know, set up a couple things that are kind of funny, and then I can kind of also give you an idea of what was actually supposed to happen as opposed to what you're going to see. So anyways, hang in there and let's get this started. All right guys, Nate here. It's gonna be a little bit noisy. So if you watched my short, you know I told you we was gonna be at a cash day, so here we are. We're at the cash day. You can see we got Jerry behind us. Jerry warmed the car up a little bit. We got third pair. We got a pretty heavy hitting box body also, so ought to be interesting. But yeah, basically here's to take a look. So yeah, like I said, it's probably gonna be hard to hear me, but everyone's warming their cars up, getting ready to do this deal. So yeah, but you can see we're out here. We're at the spot. So yeah, stay tuned. Hopefully have some action. All right, so you can see I'm right here. So basically, Jerry comes up to his burnout. One of the problems that we have continued to battle, or plan to correct anyways, is the crew is basically me and Jerry for the most part. So it's hard to record the video, pour his puddle, help him with a tune-up, pick the spot in the road, or decide what's gonna be best to go down the road, and then also back him up and run the camera. So those are things that I believe we are gonna fix this year. So you know, with Chrissy moving here, that'll help out a lot. And I got some other plans on how to get better film footage stuff anyways. But that wasn't the case this time around, so Jerry came up to his burnout, and I have to thank our good friend Rob, because that's who I handed the camera to, and he actually recorded this pass. So, and also a big thanks to our friend Jason. We had a little issue with the nitrous leaking line, so we got that fixed pretty quickly, and he was able to help us out with backing the car up, which sped things up. So big thanks to them. So keep on watching. like they call it right lane. Jerry got knocked out sharp right there, and then the cop showed up. Jerry made too much noise, so we'll see where we go from here. All right, welcome to spot number 2. So as I said, Jerry made his pass, woke up the neighbors, I guess, and the cops showed up. So we are at spot 2. Obviously, Jerry's in the second round, and we've arrived. The tire is flat, so we're hoping that maybe it's just I don't know. We're just gonna see what happens here. He's airing the tire up. We're gonna see what happens here. So I don't know. Hopefully it turns out okay, and yeah, we get to make it to the second round. At least get to make the pass. So we'll keep you guys posted. Stay tuned. So yeah, shortly after this, so we did get the tire repaired, and while we was working on that, they ran like a pair of cars, I think 2 pairs of cars actually, and then, you know, the inevitable happened. So it is now,
the police came again.
1 o'clock, now 1 a.m. And I think like 2 pairs of cars made it down, and the municipalities have showed up once again. So I guess we move on to spot 3. So yeah, what you're about to see here is we've arrived at spot number 3. It's a pretty good distance where you park to the spot where we race the cars. And we had to get Jerry's car prepped. So these next couple passes are from pretty good distance. I mean, we're like a good 50-60 feet away from the road where we're parked, and it's got a big ditch to go across. So obviously I couldn't get any closer. But this is the remaining pairs of round 1 that you're gonna witness right here. Here we are, we're going into round 2. You'll see that the first 2 pairs of cars, you'll see go down through here. And then, yeah. Yes, finally, we have reached the pinnacle error of this video, the whole moment that inspired this here narrative that I'm doing right now. So, as I said, it's basically, for the most part, me and Jerry. Rob has helped out in the previous round. And again, keep in mind the warehouse is a pretty good distance. So, as you can see, those 2 passes are beginning of round 2, and I'm down in the street. Jerry pulls up. I don't know anyone down there. So, everybody else was up the farther way, so it's just basically me and Jerry down on the street. I don't have anyone to hand the camera off to. So what you're going to see here is that I set the camera down, pour the puddle for Jerry, he does the burnout, I put the prep back, pick the camera up, and then go out and start backing him up. And then I start recording the video, and well, here, you just watch and I'll explain it better after we get done with this. Yep, that's right. In the rush of things and trying to get everything done, I managed to hit the record on the camera, not spin the camera around. So what you watch there is Jerry pedal his way down 660 feet, never shifting the car, or the car never shifting, and all you get to watch was my face. That's right, my face. So, needless to say, it was a bit of a rough night. So, after this, you know, I think another pair of cars went down. They went into semifinals. They drew for the semifinal race, and I started to make my way down there to record the semifinals while Jerry was loading the car up. And well. How wonderful is that? We just get right ahead in the semifinals. After you saw that pass, Jerry's car didn't shift and probably should not have ran the nitrous, but so he's gonna go into the semifinals here, and I think they just put an end to that, so we're gonna see what happens. This may be where we cut the video. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, guys. You can see here I am back at the old homestead here. So it's like 4 in the morning. I don't know if they were gonna go to another spot. Me and Jerry decided just to come back. I know I wanted to conclude this video so you guys could see who actually won this deal, but we were down to 4 cars. I'm gonna guess they probably split it. I haven't heard anything about it yet, but I don't know how many spots were really left for them to go to, so we just decided to come on back. So anyways, we appreciate you guys. They're all watching and everything. Make sure if you haven't already, you hit that subscribe button on your bottom hand right side there. Give us a like, comment, and stay tuned. I'm sure there'll be more to come.